Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to the podcast. This is the JRPG Report, episode 179. My name is James Fisher. Thank you for turning in each and every week to get your news fix, all the stuff happening in the JRPG world that I can dig through the internet and bring to you. Unless this is your first podcast, and we will say hello to you if that is the case. But for our longtime listeners, thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. We are 22 days away from Tales of Arise, which promises to be the biggest JRPG of the year, at least in my humble opinion. It is already stamped Game of the Year award. It's kind of its award to lose at this point, right? It's the odds-on favorite. There's short of a disaster, I don't see any real way that it's not going to win that title. But I want to talk a bit about what came out just a couple days ago, and that is the demo. And I've rarely seen Twitter or anybody else really care about demos too much, but this one seems to be different, as a lot of people are getting out there and playing it and live streaming it and commenting on it. So I thought, why not do the same, as kind of go back and forth on the dilemma of should you play the demo or should you not? And as you saw, Hoodle posed the question of to demo or not to demo on today's thumbnail. We're going to ponder that question as well. I kind of laid out last week my inner monologue of going back and forth on it and my reasons for doing so. Some information has come to light that I thought I should update you on. That I told you I dug through and found out that you could not carry your save data over for the full game experience, and that was kind of a contributing factor in why I thought I might not play it, seeing as how you'd have to start over. But there's a pretty good reason for that, and it's not the beginning of the game. If you get a demo for it, often more times than not, it's the beginning of the game, right? And you carry it over. Let's look back at Dragon Quest 11. So while I was waiting for my copy to come from Amazon for Echoes of the Definitive Edition, I played the demo and was able to carry over my progress. I don't even think I actually got to the end of the demo. It was such a long one before the game ended up coming. So the demo to Tales of Arise actually takes place, I don't know if the middle is quite the right word for it, but once the full party has assembled, it is a snippet of gameplay to give you a good taste of what the full game experience is going to be. So obviously you could not carry over that data. That would be ridiculous. That leans me towards actually maybe wanting to check this game out. It is not a matter of if I think it's going to be great or not. I think it will be. They've already got my money. I am going to play it, absolutely. But a couple of people have kind of weighed in on it as I've asked the question on Twitter if people are going to play it or not. And the initial response was that some people were going to and some people were not, obviously. But the people that did are really enjoying it, and it is just kind of completely whetting their appetite even more so for this game. It's been all good. The reaction, I don't think I've heard really any negative to speak of. It's short, maybe an hour. I think they said if you do some of the farming stuff, you can even get maybe an hour and a half out of it. Obviously, you could explore and every nook and cranny and get a few more minutes out of it. But I'm actually kind of leaning towards maybe wanting to check it out because one of the comments when I put the demo trailer out there, very few games get a demo trailer. This is a different one. We'll speak on it in just a second. But this individual was saying, and he raised a good point, that all the Tales games, while having similar elements to it, their battle systems are kind of always different as well. I have never mastered a Tales of game battle system. I kind of struggle to be quite honest with it. I can get by just fine, but the small nuances and truly being able to master the system is something I never do. So what he was saying is he's using this demo as a way to kind of fine tune that process and go ahead and get a leg up on how this game is different than other Tales of experiences. And maybe by, this being further down the road towards the middle of the game, taking that knowledge and applying it towards the beginning of the game, and when you're going through the tutorial parts of it, you're going to be that much better off. And I kind of like that idea. I've always felt bad of not being able to pull off, a mystic art whenever I want to. And this one, with the burst attacks and all these different elements that are going to be a part of it, maybe kind of get some practice in. It's not such a bad thing. I don't know. How are you feeling about it? Are you still on the fence about it? Obviously, if you're a PC gamer, you don't have that option. I'm not sure why that decision was made to not include PC people in the demo process. I guess just Steam, maybe not the best platform for doing demos on, but that's just the way it is. It is, like I said, it is out there for people to try and check. They say it's the product pages, and I wish they would have, put this out there sooner. I could have reported on it last week that the product page for the demo says it's a, quote, edited sample taken from the full title. You won't be able to carry any progress over. By playing the demo, there is one perk. And if you saw the thumbnail for this podcast, you're like, what is Hoodle wearing? That is referred to as the Vacation Hoodle doll, which you can use later on in the game. Obviously, you're not going to be able to use it before you get Hoodle and those things that you can acquire. Of course, that is the owl mascot for the game in the various collecting of owls that you will do in Tales of Arise. I cannot wait to do that. So I felt like that was perhaps my greatest thumbnail of all time, is putting a an owl in a Enter Summer Vacation Hoodle. That was, once I saw the image for that, I was like, that's got to be the thumbnail. So yeah, I think I'm going to maybe check it out. I will, if I end up playing the demo, I will live stream it, so anybody who wants to check it out can do that if you just want to see the video and see what's going on instead. That is also your option. So yeah, like I said, there was the demo trailer that came out, a couple of trailers that have come out for Tales of Arise this past week, and it's nothing unusual. Just saying, hey, by the way, you can play the demo now if you'd like to for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series consoles. The thing that was a little odd was, at least each character, and for Alphen it's like swordsman, for Shion it's archer, for Renwell it's mage, for Ren it's martial artist, and who else did it say? I'm just trying to think of, I'm not looking at it at the moment, so kind of going off the cup here. And then Kasara was guardsman, which I guess it should have been guardswoman. I don't know, we're not being too PC about stuff. But the the one that I didn't understand was they didn't say what, oh gosh, and his name is Dalaman. They didn't say everybody else is, getting a class, right? Or what their weapon is or whatever like this. He was just like something like citizen, or nobleman. I think that's what it was. Like everybody else is in their class and what they wield, and dude's just called basically dude. I thought that was humorous. So if you want to check out that trailer, you can do so to get you more fired up for this game. You can check out our YouTube channel. There's also the 30-second TV commercial that is airing in Japan right now. It features the theme song Blue Moon by Japanese singer Ayaka. I'll be honest, it's not the best commercial I've ever seen. It's the song is kind of moody and heavy, and not like maybe the upbeat that you would think so. I don't know. So there you go. You can see her crying in the video, the artist. But yeah, I don't know. It does make me long for the days of video game commercials, though, and seeing those on television. You know, our world has changed so much. We don't really even watch TV by and large. At least I don't. Everything is either streaming or on demand or whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, like, will there be a Western TV commercial for Tales of Arise? I think that would be pretty cool. I don't guess we're going to get one. There was a closer look at the food preparation, going to the camp items. A short little video on Twitter was showing that. And kind of just the items that you would need to do to prepare food. Different ingredients can be obtained from your personal farm, fishing, or gathering. Once you have those items, you can take part in the cooking element. That can happen both at a camp or at an inn. When you head into the Tales of Arise cooking menu, you'll see all those recipes available. You'll see what ingredients you need, show a picture of the dish, describe what it is, mention the cooking effect, and state if it's someone's favorite meal. If somebody really likes it, it's their favorite, they will get an additional cooking effect. After a brief animation, you'll see the food and how long the effects will last. So yeah, it's going to. I don't think it's going to be a huge part, but it'll just be one of those additional parts to make it feel more real, put into the game. I'm still not crazy about the farming element. It is in the demo. Like I was saying, like you could get extra 30 minutes or so from the demo if you play the farming element, and maybe it's just a necessary evil for the ingredients or different items that you might need. If you have ordered the Digital Ultimate Edition, when that was announced, there was something called the Collaboration Costumes Pack with crossover costumes that was kind of in there as something that you were going to get, but didn't explain what it was. Well, now we know what that is, at least for the female characters as a part of that. I don't know if the males are getting involved with this either, but so part of that is going to be a Code Vein costume for Shion. She will dress up as Mia from the action RPG. It even includes her signature hat. Renwell will be able to wear the Idolmaster outfit. I believe that's a mobile title. I'm not exactly sure. It's from the upcoming Idolmaster Starlit season. Maybe it's an anime. I'm not sure, but it's super cute. And then finally, in Bandai Namco fashion, they're crossing over with Tekken. So Kasara will get to dress up like Nina Williams, even putting her hair into the signature ponytail normal look. So that's kind of explaining exactly what you're getting if, in fact, you did get that Digital Ultimate Edition. Or, you know, these may be available post-launch as paid DLC as well. I can't imagine that they would not be. 22 days and counting, November 10th in the West for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC on September 10th worldwide, counting down the days until we finally get Tales of Arise. You can keep up with all the happenings in the JRPG world by following our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and of course subscribing on YouTube for all the videos that we talk about here, as well as our live streams. I'm pretty sure we're just going to continue on with the YouTube and stream over there, and we'll just keep it simple. Why not? There was the big Pokemon Presents extravaganza went on the other day. What day was that? Well, I don't even know. It was a couple days ago, 2 days ago, something like that. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. My days are all blended together. It's gone insane. The Pokemon Company and developer Game Freak have released new information, screenshots, and footage of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how you say that. Enters in the game's region, story, Pokemon, and more. Here are the latest details. The game takes trainers on an adventure through Sinon, region of the past, before it was even called that. Many years ago, the land was called Heisu region. It was rare for humans and Pokemon to live together in close harmony. Here's the new details and Pokemon revealed. As a member of the Galaxy Expedition team, players will visit Jubilife Village, a bustling settlement that serves as a base of operations. After receiving an assignment or request, trainers will set out from the village and study one of the various areas of the Hisu region. After they finish their survey work, trainers return to the village to prepare for their next task. Whenever they leave the village and set out on an excursion, their first stop will be one of the base camps that will serve as an outpost for their work. These base camps are more than just starting points. Trainers can stop for a rest during an excursion, letting their team of Pokemon recover their health, or use the base camp's workbench to craft items. As trainers progress toward completing the Pokédex and increase in rank as a member of the Galaxy team, they will meet interesting characters and encounter unique Pokemon living in the region. There's a bunch of them listed on there. These new ones that are, let's see, what's the names? The Hyrdere, who's a bighorn Pokemon. The Basculegion, which is a big fish Pokemon. The Hisuian Bravari, Battlecry one. And the Growlithe, which is a scout Pokemon. You can visit the official Pokemon website for more info. There is a trailer that went out for it, kind of showing these new ones off and some of the various gameplay elements that you're going to be using in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, this Pokemon Legends title kind of implies that there's going to be more in this series. I would be surprised if there's not. It is due out for the Switch on January 28th, 2022. Worldwide. Again, head over to our YouTube channel to check out that new trailer to get you excited for that. You can also check out the new trailer for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They're calling this Dig Into the Details trailer. This also coming from Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, along with developers ILCA. It shows the games. This trailer will show the game's Super Contest shows, Union Room, capsule decoration, and more. Here's the latest details. The Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl games enable fans to experience the original story and games from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl in a fresh way. First released back in 2006, the games have been faithfully reproduced and colorfully revitalized for the Switch. Here's the new details. The games will bring trainers back to the Sinnoh region, where they will meet Professor Rowan, battle against Team Galactic, and explore the Grand Underground. The Sinnoh region's popular Pokemon Super Contests return as Super Contest shows, and players can socialize with other trainers from around the world in the Union Room. Trainers will also be able to personalize their gameplay experience by using capsule decoration. The games will also be compatible with Pokemon Home in 2022. A special edition Nintendo Switch Lite Dalica and Palika edition will be released on Friday, September the 5th of this year to commemorate the launch of these titles, and will have a design on the back featuring a silver-colored Dalica and a gold-colored Palika. Of course, more information on the Pokemon website, along with other features. There is a new trailer for it, as I mentioned, over on our YouTube channel, if you'd like to check that one out. Both versions are coming out for the Switch exclusively on November 19th worldwide. And that was not all the Pokemon. It was those, I guess, were the main the main games and what people were tuning in for. But they did announce that Pokemon Cafe Mix is going to be relaunched as Pokemon Cafe Remix this fall for iOS and Android devices. It first came out back in June of 2020. It will come back out this fall. Of course, that is the touch-based puzzle game for the Switch and mobile devices. It's getting a revamp along with that new name. Updates will include new puzzle elements, more Pokemon, new dress-up options, and more ways of growing and developing staff Pokemon. Once I see a firm release date on that, I will pass it along to you. Finally, Pokemon Unite for Android and iOS will launch on September the 22nd. This game is already available for the Switch. It will be free to start with optional in-game purchases available. So that's all the Pokemon news from the presents. Well, I mean, that's my Cliff Notes version of it. I'm sure it's much more details, including some of the details about the Pokemon that you will find on your adventures. A lot of people are excited about these ones coming back out. Maybe a chance to relive a bit of their childhood. It was hard to believe 2006 when those ones first came out. But yeah, there you go. We'll have more information on those, I'm sure, as we get closer to its release dates later this year and in early 2022. We got some new information about Blue Reflection's Second Light from publisher Koei Tecmo and developer Gust today. Actually, right before I went to record on the podcast, this one popped up. So you'll have to check out our Twitter and Facebook for all the information and images that were shown. I will try to get these together into a slideshow perhaps later on this afternoon. It revealed new character Mio Hirahama and offered new details on request, dates, talents, and fragments. This new girl, Mio, is described as a girl who suddenly appears at the academy after the other students have already arrived. She is Hiyori's older sister. She's calm about everything and has a somewhat fickle atmosphere. Of course, she's lost all of her memories, except those of her younger sister. And while Mia wants to stay close to her younger sister, Hiyori begins to push her away. Can the two sisters strengthen their bond while solving the mysteries surrounding the unexplained vanishing from the real world? In the world, there's everyone's welcome party. Kokoro, Yuki, and Rina, who were in this world before Ao and the others, decide to host a welcome party for the newcomers. The three seem to be thinking about welcome party plans as they prefer it, but yeah, who knows what's going to happen. In the world, one day while exploring the academy, the heroines notice something out of place. The seemingly endless blue skies begin to crumble, and a crack appears above the school. What dangers lie ahead as the students attempt to unravel the secrets of their strange new surroundings. Huge torii gates, which are mysterious spaces in which the moon shines through, wind power generators of various sizes, and lighthouses line the hardscape. In the hardscape, things from that existed in the real world where Ao and company once lived reappear in distorted forms. Very interesting. There are requests. As you progress through the story, the girls who live alongside you may make requests. These range from simple preparation of ingredients to crafting and developing facilities that the girls may have an emotional attachment for. By fulfilling these requests, you will be rewarded with a helpful item or craft recipe. Of course, you will be able to go on dates with the other girls. The closer you become, the more conversations you will have on the move. You can eventually even hold hands. During the date, you may also receive a fragment, which are crystals of emotions. The types of fragments you receive depends on your dialogue choices. There are talents. By clearing requests and going on dates, you can deepen your bonds and earn talent points or TP. By using them, you can develop your characters more quickly. Fragments are crystals of the girls' emotions. By equipping fragments, the girls can unlock special abilities. That's everything we know for now. Blue Reflection's Second Light is due out for PlayStation 4 and Switch on October 21st in Japan, quickly turning around and including PC via Steam on November 9th in North America and Europe. If you've been playing Nier Reincarnation, there are some new modes available. Actually, this went live yesterday. So players will now have access to the next chapter and the arena starting August the 18th. There was a short teaser trailer that went on their Twitter feed, but this does contain some spoilers for the story related beyond Chapter 4. The official Twitter account also stated that 500 gems will be awarded to players on August the 16th. This was due to players guessing when the arena mode would appear. The arena is a single-player versus mode that sees players test their teams against one another. So there you go. If you've been playing, you've got some new content to check out. There was a big Shin Megami Tensei V live stream that went on yesterday, and it introduced some new characters, stat/skill building features coming in the for the upcoming game. This was Volume 2 of the news program. Here is a bit of the English translation. They say, "Hello, it's time for Shin Megami Tensei V news." This show Atlas will deliver regarding information on the Switch exclusive launching on November 11th. Here are the new characters. First is Shohei Yukumo. He's a mysterious man who stands in the way of the protagonist as he advances through Dayot. "Take solace in our meeting, boy. I'll make your death a painless one." He has labeled himself as he who hunts all demons. His motives and true colors remain unknown, but he seems to work alongside Nua, who is a demon. There is, and speaking of Nua, she is a goddess that appears in Chinese mythology. The angels... Wait, no. She suddenly appears before the protagonist and attacks. Yeah, I think she was... well, no, that was Bethel. So I'm not sure who this was. And then there is Abdiel, who is an archangel and Bethel's deputy angel commander. An angel who oversees Bethel's headquarters. Stern and uncompromising, she eradicates anyone who threatens the order of Bethel through sheer force. The protagonist will come across a number of mysterious humans and demons on his journey, but what exactly are their ultimate motives? All across Dayot, the conflict between gods and demons intensifies even further. What future will await Tokyo? The new stat/skill building feature, they say, as you explore Dayot, you will come across essences, which are spiritual entities embedded with the power of demons. The protagonists obtain Huapoi's essence. So there's essences for all the different demons. Essences are infused with the skills and affinities of that specific demon. By fusing them with the protagonist, you can customize his skills and affinities to your liking. Yeah, there you go. I'm just reading through the article here. This was a transcript of the entire live stream, so there's a bunch of stuff we don't necessarily need. Of course, the game is available for pre-order now, coming out on November 11th in Japan and worldwide on November 12th, exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. There was a full program link in the Facebook article. I took the new characters trailer and did put that on our YouTube channel, as it you can actually see the characters that we were just talking about. There was also a new stat/skill building trailer, but it was a lot of Japanese text. I didn't think that would be too useful to, at least to my audience, maybe to others, but not necessarily to us. Got two more stories for you guys today. This one's going to be a bit shorter. Big shout out to all our financial supporters of this podcast. You can do that through the links below in the description of the podcast, either through Anchor, through Patreon, just search for JRPG Report, or we take direct payments via PayPal, jamesfisherproductions@gmail.com. Again, all those links are down there. To all those who support the show, we salute you. Falcom has released new information and screenshots for Kuro no Koseki, returning characters Kaoli, Kurogame, and the new character, Phantom Thief, Grimcats. Yeah, that's a whole... She is a odd character, to say the least. We've seen Kaoli before, Chowly, I'm not sure how to say it. He's the Huey slime ball. That's probably the best word I could use for him. High-ranking member of the Huey, the Republic's largest underground syndicate, and master of the Moonflower martial arts style, who holds the title White Orchid Dragon. He is highly intelligent and always prioritizing personal gains, but also values human connection. He has strong connections to the Liu family and is a leader among the Eastern Society. He is also CEO of Huey Trading and puts him in the unique position of being able to profit off of Crossbell and Arabonia. Really odd character, to say the least. Yeah. Hirogama is a ninja, strong-looking ninja, who's 38, so that's ancient in Legend of Heroes days. A hulking masked man and servant to Shizuna, the second in command of the Ikaruga samurai group. He addresses Shinza as Your Highness. He is what Easterners call a shinobi, and he has the aura of a truly strong warrior and survived countless battlefields. While Ikaruga has many skilled masters of katanas and stealth, Hirogami's superhuman body, martial arts, and polished hazy moon-style hidden weapons technique makes him as strong as any of the enforcers of Ouroboros. So definitely not somebody you want to mess with. And then there's Grimcats, who doesn't seem to have any connection to Phantom Thief B, but is mysterious as well. A thief who has been the topic of rumors and caliber for the past few years. Nothing is known about her except that she is a woman with a slender figure and excellent combat skills. She's become popular among the people since she takes from corrupt politicians and state officials, as well as corporations and mafias that profit from illegal operations. Some gossip magazines have even written special articles about her. There are other rumored figures, like Phantom Thief B, who appears all over the continents, and Silver, the urban legend assassin of the Eastern Quarter. But there have been no notable sightings in recent years. Instead, plausible rumors about Grimcats have been the hottest topic. So yeah, you gotta have your cat people in these games. Legend of Heroes Kuro no Koseki is due out for PS4 on September 30th in Japan, and 2023, 2024 for a PS4 game here in the West. I'm gonna be salty about that until this game comes out. You guys know that. One final game to talk about, kind of piggybacking off of last week's announcement of Shining Force Heroes of Light and Darkness, the mobile game in the long-running Shining Force series. This is the first trailer for it, kind of showing off some of the gameplay elements. Game developer Vespa uploaded it to its YouTube channel. The trailer looks at the character models, combat animations, and how the environments will appear. It's odd because obviously it's a Japanese game, but the trailer that first appeared with this is in Korean. Now there's been a later trailer that popped up, of course, after I posted it, that was in Japanese, and honestly, I wouldn't know the difference necessarily just glancing at them, but it was just odd that one of the commenters for the video when I posted this on YouTube was like, "Why is this in Korean?" I was like, "I don't know, man." That's weird. That is definitely weird. So characters from previous Shining Force titles will appear in Shining Force Heroes of Light and Darkness. This includes Bowie and Sarah from Shining Force 2, The Ancient Seal. Additionally, characters like Maya and Max will also appear in the mobile title. Viewers can get a first look at how these characters will appear through this new trailer. It focuses on combat and how it will function. Primarily, the gameplay features the same grid system found in previous entries. Additionally, the cutaway to more detailed and up-close angle of the counterattack will also appear in the game. So, we said it was coming last week, and here is the first look at the trailer for it. Obviously, some people were disappointed that this was going to be a mobile title, but they were excited that the series was coming back. Announced this month, it will release globally within the first half of 2022 for iOS and Android devices. So that's going to do it for episode 179. As I said before, I'd like to hit that 45-minute mark on the podcast. This one's going to be about 35, so not as much to talk about on a week-to-week basis. If I do indeed play the Tales of Rise demo, of course you can see it live stream on YouTube, or later on at some point you can check out the video. I'll let you know how it is next week. It's going to be hard to not play it knowing what we know now, but until then, I'm also enjoying Genshin Impact until the full game comes out on September 10th. Follow us on Facebook, give us a like there. Follow us on Twitter, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates each and every day. My name is James Fisher. That's going to do it for episode 179. We'll see you back here again next week for all the news in the JRPG world. But until then, get back out there. and level up.